Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do something very unusual. I'm going to read the same Greek text in 3 different ways. The first way is, or should be, a good approximation of what of what it sounded like when it was written, of what Herodotus would have read it like. I've learned to read it this way from Greek textbooks, so I suppose it's accurate enough. The second way is the way it's read in schools, or approximately that way. And the third way is the way it's read, or it would be read in modern Greek, if it were modern Greek. Of course, it might seem not to make much sense to read ancient Greek with modern Greek pronunciation. However, I'm only doing this to let you hear how much the pronunciation of Greek letters has changed over time, and how both the modern and the ancient pronunciations were different from what it's read in schools when teaching ancient Greek. So let's go with ancient pronunciation. I've only ever practiced this morning, and I've woken up. I got up at 20 to 10, and it's 15 past 11, so I haven't practiced it much. So forgive me if I get stuck sometime. Herodoto alikarneseos histories apodexis heede hos mete ta genomena exanthropon to chrono exitela genetai mete erga megala te kai thomas ta tamen ellesi tade barbaroisi apodectenta aclea genetai tate alna kai dihen aitien e polemesan allelo. Let me redo this. I made too many mistakes. Herodoto alikarneseos histories apodexis heede hos mete ta genomena exanthropon to chrono exitela genetai mete erga megala te kai thomas ta tamen hellesi tade barbaroisi apodectenta aclea genetai tate alla kai dihen aitien e polemesan alle eloisi. It might have sounded pretty funny, because we're definitely not used to listening to a language with both tones and vowel quantity. I know of many languages, but I know of none that actually have, Cantonese does. Cantonese has tones, and Cantonese has vowel length distinction, though only for one vowel. Greek had tones, which were denoted by the different accents present in Greek, and it also had vowel length, which was pretty evident in the case of E's and O's, where it was explicitly denoted by different letters. For example, if we take E, the E sound, short E was epsilon, long E was epsilon iota, and there was also long E, which was eta. Similarly, omicron was O, omicron upsilon was O, and omega was O. Needless to say, nobody ever reads things like this, neither in schools nor in actual modern Greek, because vowel length has been completely lost. And eta is now pronounced as E, which is pretty similar to what happened in English, by the way. Long E's became E. Long E and sounds have turned to E's, except in some cases. Most typical example, great, which many Italians always pronounce greet, which is absolutely wrong. But then again, EA is always read E, so... But enough phonetic chit-chat. Let's get to how it is pronounced in schools. Now, there are variations in pronunciation. I think I'm approximating quite closely the way it's pronounced in my high school. So, Herodotu alicarnesseos histories apodexis ede. Os mete taginomene ex anthropon to chrono exitela genetai, mete erga megala te kai tsomasta, tamen ellesi, ta de barbaresi apodexenta, aclea genetai. Tate alla kai dienai tien, e polemesan alleluisi. Very different, wasn't it? Well, of course it's very different. If you lose the tones and the vowel quantity, and you also lose the H's, the H, the aspirations at the start of words where there is this, how is it called, spiritus asper, and reading theta as ts, which is something I personally find absurd, but I've heard it pronounced that way in many cases, so I think. Actually, I prefer the way Mum does, where theta is th. Much better. At least it's the modern pronunciation. And finally, modern pronunciation. Herodotu alicarnisseos historiis apodexis ide, os mite tagenomena ex anthropon to chrono exitila geniti, mite era megala te kethomasta, tamen ellisita de varvarisi apodexenta, aclea genitae. Tatealla cae diine tien, e polemisan all'elisi. Another pretty different way of reading. I got stuck so many times reading it in modern pronunciation. Terrible. Well, hope you like this. Goodbye.